Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Minnesota Vikings versus Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of it. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's long. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Vikings and Saints, you might recall, they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Snell. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
Remember we were kids and they all said, hey, whatever you want to do, make your kid a left-handed pitcher, make them play baseball, they'll play forever. Forget that. I want a quarterback. All right? That's what I want to raise. In this era where you throw it around like crazy, you put up numbers like he did in his last game.
Last week, almost 500 yards. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Carr completes it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Little short pass to James. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
That's what I
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A run for Snell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. Best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Haskins will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Oh, that's money in the bank, baby.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. So they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Oh, yeah. We'll take that. We'll take that.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Come on with it, man.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches, their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. On the ground, this is Kamara. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And he'll bang that one through. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. And incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Carr now to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end, so they were on him in a hurry. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44. Carr, a throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete left side to Shepard. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Carr. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On second down, it's Snell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Snell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now Haskins on first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's long. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Haskins back to the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's polished off by a Viking score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds, taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Carr to throw again. Looking for Shepard deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and short. Running with Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On play action, Haskins over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two as we get set for the 4th quarter. Kamara trying again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. To throw his Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Vikings head out to take over once again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do, because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker cover him, cornerback cover him, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend him.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Operating from the gun, Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Kamara. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Carr. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. On first down, Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it. Carr now on first down.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
McCann's got it teed up. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Dominate him, boys, dominate him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah. So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Kamara off the draw, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. A field goal does them no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
All I need, baby. That's all I need.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard. A little under a minute 50 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throw left side complete. It's long. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins completes it to Hardman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they will take a knee here. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, They now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.